Hello everybody, I am Technovoid, your host and local Chernobyl denier, and with me is Hamsterwings, your favorite Pokemon analyst. We are here today with the semifinals for TDD Season 4.
We have a lot of matches.
We do have a lot of matches to talk about, so let's get straight into it, starting with this guy. Wait a gosh darn a second, I've forgotten to do the thing where I pull up all the teams. Oh no. Okay, so let's start off with Team Inuyasha versus Dark Horses. So starting off with Team Inuyasha, we've got Mega Diancie, Kartana, Escavalier, Jellicent, Rotom Heat, Cradily, Scrafty, Riolu, Articuno Galar, and Executor Alola versus, I can't even see the other tab. Fourgeist, Mega Gyarados, Breloom, Naganadel, Mantine, Colossal, Raichu, Probopass, Illumise, and Landorus Therian. What are your thoughts on this, my friend?
As usual, I feel like Feanor's matchups are hard just because his team is so unorthodox, but he's gotten very good at using it.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like Breloom would be good here because Jellicent is such a threat. But, I mean, Gyarados does also counter it pretty handily.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Breloom in another game, since these are best of 3.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about the lack of Fourgeist? I mean, Fairy type is very nice for something like Scrafty's and Executor, so what are your thoughts there?
I feel like it's alright because of Kartana and Rotom Heat.
It's alright.
Two very strong fairy-beating SNAs.
Uh-huh. I mean, still over something like Probopass? I guess Probopass is here for Diancie, is what it comes down to.
Yeah, for the most part, that's what it looks like.
Okay. How about from Feanor's side? I mean, his picks seem pretty normal, noticeably missing Articuno Galar, which I think is fine. I mean, I guess it might help against Naganadel, but honestly, I feel like a lot of his team beats it.
Yeah, I feel like missing Articuno is not bad, especially when Gyarados just pivots around a lot and threatens it pretty hard.
Yeah. How do you feel about Executor Alola showing up here?
I'm confused about it. I feel like it can... I mean, it's a good check to Naganadel only if Turkram is up, which, since it's probably one of the setters on his team, makes it not that great of a counter.
I see.
I do feel like it's kind of hard for him to beat Naganadel because it's not weak to Fairy, and the only direct weakness he has to it on this team is Eggs, which it beats. So I feel like Naganadel is kind of problematic against this team.
I see. Alright, well, let us play it and see how it goes. I really love how Feanor TDD really decided to make all of his nicknames this week skill names from Good Time Dragon. I just think it's really cool that he made that reference.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So, I don't even remember what the lead was, but Gyarados is here now.
The big black text box taking up a lot of the screen, a lot of pre-game match information coming in. Gonna get the fake out before the other fake out goes off, which is pretty good. Gonna taunt the Eggs. But the Eggs he's not doing that. He's going for Devastating Drake.
Not quite enough, but pretty good there.
I mean, it was a sensible taunt to prevent probably a Trick Room.
Yeah, sure, of course.
And now Lazadin's going to get his own speed control going with Electro Web.
Hidden Power taking out that Landorus immediately,
yeah,
as
okay.
it does.
Wow, why did he HP ice that slot? That's crazy.
What do you mean?
There was a Gyarados there.
I guess he expected the switch in.
Yeah, that was kind of nuts.
I wonder if Eggs killed from the 7% that it was at, so he felt safe doing that.
I feel like it probably didn't, but it might have, I guess.
Now his Volt Switch coming out here, Probopass leaving. It's disabled, but it doesn't matter. The number of curse bodies Feanor gets off just across this entire season is hilarious.
Rotom is set up, and now this is probably a worst case scenario for Feanor, is a dedicated support to help Naganadel go off. even if he gets the burn, which he does, not gonna really inhibit Naganadel that much.
Yeah, the burn is maybe one of the less useful status inflections you could have there. Hidden Power not gonna take it out thanks to the Spatak drop.
Very surprising, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't Mega, so...
Even still.
Yeah. Naganadel is down and out, which is very nice for Feanor. This puts him in a good position.
Especially since he's preserved Kartana at this point.
Mm-hmm.
There are no Intimidates left. Kartana can kind of go off.
Yeah. And intimidating the Mega Gyarados makes it kind of, yeah.
It's not going to do a whole lot.
Not super great. Here comes Post, and Post is probably going to get him some Prankster Tailwinds, which is a bit odd with a Probopass on the field, but, you know. Oh, okay.
Straight for the Leaf Storm. This is quite the offensive Alolan Executor. Goes into Jellicent, predicting the Tailwind. Makes a lot of sense. Flash Cannon gets disabled.
And Close Combat is going to take it out. The Chople Berry is there, but that's not going to save it when it is already at 63%.
Yeah, I'm assuming if it were full, it would have lived no problem.
Now the Tailwind, and Gyarados is no longer has that thing. Of course, the Toxic is immune by Scrafty as a Dark type. That's a Prankster move. But
I hate to forget that, but that is one of the most commonly forgotten mechanics. So I totally understand.
Jellicent is out of there. But think of that.
Oh my gosh.
This is a good position for Feanor to be in right now.
Yeah, Raichu is quite quick, but...
And that's... Yeah. Would Illumise still have outsped in Tailwind if the speed drop didn't happen on Kartana?
Probably.
Okay. Wasn't sure. And, yeah, Megaing there, not sure if that was a good call.
I think Eggs needed to come out first to stall the Tailwind.
The Tailwind out, yeah. But probably.
However, Illumise is all that's left.
Yeah, and just one Draco is all it's going to take at this point.
Yep.
Or a Hidden Power or something. Hidden Power Ice. Okay.
Yeah, so, I mean, on Team Preview, Executor really didn't do a lot on paper, but it really came in and kind of cleaned up this game.
Yeah, the Z move was very nice. And, you know, just getting that... I'm guessing that the HP Ice killed Gyarados from 7%, so since the...
I imagine it must have if he did that.
Because the most likely switch-ins to that were Naganadel and Landorus, both of which are weak to Ice. Had he switched in Probopass, that would have been a much different situation there. But yeah. So congrats to
Just kind of a crazy read.
Pretty good read there, and that was something that potentially... that put him in a really good spot, especially after Rotom died.
Yeah.
Alright, so moving on to the second one. Team's very similar here. Breloom here, as you said, a very good pick. And Escavalier coming off the bench with... who was removed here? It was an A tier. Kartana's gone. So,
yeah, Breloom comes, and unfortunately the Mon that beats it also comes in the same match, Escavalier.
Yes. Executor Alola making its second appearance.
Yeah, he seems to like it in this matchup.
Alright. Let's see how it plays out.
But I mean, I don't blame him. It went off in the first game.
Dude, job interview?
Job interview.
So, leading off again with the support Naganadel, which is quite nice for Lasdin. As you mentioned, Naganadel has very few things that it can't do in this matchup, and now it's slow.
Yeah, Trick Room does come out.
Lasdin's going to do his best to run out these turns, which is a good call from him.
Yeah, I don't think anything particularly threatens lethal on Naganadel right now.
Yeah, so he just needs to conserve as much as possible through the next couple of turns. Going for the Z Acid Downpour. What was that? What was that originally aimed at? Scrafty, yeah. Definitely better for Feanor to lose Executor there than Scrafty.
Also, if you are paying attention to the nicknames, you are probably seeing that Feanor is what a great guy.
What a great guy.
Hoping your job interview went well.
Yes. And that's going to take out Escavalier. Nice on that. Also, with the Z Poison, he could have very easily switched into Escavalier there, especially since it had Drill Run for the Raichu. So that played out in Lasvin's favor, even though he didn't kill what he was hoping to kill.
Lasvin going to protect here and might get up Tailwind since it is the last turn of Trick Room.
Well, he doesn't because he just switched in, right? Or, oh, what? Why does Illumise go last? Doesn't that have Prankster?
Maybe it doesn't.
So, well, anyways, Naganadell's going to start taking some names.
Yeah, up to +6 already.
But the Trick Room is up again. Not great for it. It needs to keep protecting, but at this point, you know, it will die to a lot of things. So, gotta be very careful there.
Jellicent taking full advantage of the Breloom coming out. I'm gonna get the Bullet Seed off. This Technician boosted Bullet Seed only hits twice. Very unlucky. But that is kind of the nature of multi-hit moves. If you play a lot of OU, you see the move Scale Shot. And Scale Shot has one of two options. It either hits twice or it misses.
Yeah. Ice Beam not taken out
Once
Landers.
again, just gonna Ice Beam into the incoming Lando.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, there was a Naga in that spot before.
Yeah, but this Lando just cannot catch a break on switch in.
I mean, to be fair, that was, I think, a poor switch in.
I think he sacked it, quite frankly. I don't think it was a Pokemon that he needed much for the rest of the game.
Yeah. I mean, the point is what it comes down to is I'm not surprised that it got hit by a Ice Beam when he was going to use Ice Beam regardless on that slot.
Yeah, for sure.
And he lost the +6 he had, but Mega Gyarados coming in clutch.
See, this is what makes me think that HPIs would not have killed last game.
Very fair. The attack nerf is not great. He goes for the Protect, hoping that he's going to attack into that slot. While the
Also, Lazanin stating in chat that he did want his Pokemon to be doubled down there.
Mm-hmm. And Naga is out of here.
Yeah.
It is down to this 1% Mega Gyarados and a Breloom. Luckily, because Feanor is running... Oh, right. He has Fake Out. That is his first turn out. I was going to say... Luckily, Feanor is running a slow team, but yeah, you still do have priority. Breloom, though.
Yeah, Breloom, a strong Pokemon.
Breloom coming in. Definitely can win here, because it's faster than this Diancie.
It's Scarfed?
No, it's not Scarfed. Diancie's just slow. The Breloom is max speed Jolly, and the Diancie does not have any speed investment, I don't think.
Wow.
Ergo
right.
without speed.
Game 2 goes to Lazadin. Breloom clutches it out.
Yeah, truly. Having the speed over Mega Diancie puts it in a great spot because it can't be knocked off, so it's not getting that much damage done on it, and yet it's still outspeeding, which is really, really nice.
Breloom really is a Pokemon that has put in work every single time it's shown up this season.
Well, it's missing this time. So what do we have here? We have, I think the team looks... Lasvin's, I think both teams look identical to stuff they've brought in the past, so I don't think there's much explanation.
These both look like Team 1. Egg. Yes, so the nicknames are the same. However, and so are his. Yeah, so these are both Team 1. If they can identify that, they can probably figure out what the general game plan is.
Yeah, so Kartana, knowing that Illumise has the HP Fire, no fear though, no fear, still just decides to kill that Raichu and die. Bad trade on Feanor's part, I think.
I agree. I think a B tier for an A tier like Kartana, I don't think it's a good trade.
Yeah, I mean, I think in general, like, if there is a B tier that is really important to Lasvin, and I would argue that Raichu was that, it can be a good trade, but not for an A tier like Kartana specifically.
I think yes, in general, not this early in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, having the pressure that Kartana applies in this match is very important. And now it's gone. thanks to Illumise. So Trick Room goes up, more Trick Room here. Lazadin at this point should be very aware that that's what's going to be happening.
So does OJ have a big nose or something? I don't understand the joke.
I mean, is Whiskey Tattoo a giant sea serpent?
Well, he has a rain team.
Oh.
And it's a water type.
Is Post a Illumise?
I don't know. Is Post a prankster? Is he a jokester?
Man, that...
I don't think so, but maybe.
That Post structure. Anyways, this...
Discharge of paralyzing your own partner. This seems to happen a lot in playoffs.
Yeah. And now the Probopass back down to roughly 60%, which means its Chopla is not going to save it from close combat again.
Yeah.
Good switch in there on the overheat.
Yeah, very good.
Basically requires Rotom Heat to leave. Intimidate.
Feanor unfortunately having to double around a lot during his Trick Room.
Yeah, you hate to see it. And then here would be a great time to go for Strength Sap, which he does, but the Double Protect is going to let Lazadin get his fast team back up.
Yep. Jellicent can't stay in there.
And does he double into the slot? He does.
Yep.
Wants to get rid of that Jellicent. Rotom Heat going down again, which is bad, because Rotom Heat's a threat.
Yeah. This match is kind of on the back of Diancie now, if he wants any chance. Because there's no way Trick Room's going back up, not with the kind of pressure that Lazadin has right now.
He hard switches into Jellicent. Special
yeah,
attack
not having a lot of HP left, and Lazadin does sack it.
Everything dies. Dude, Stormy is my favorite Cloud.
In my opinion, that was a really good play from him.
Yeah, no, I think so, yeah. I mean, finally, Landorus Therian has finally done something this season besides die to an Ice-type move.
True.
Now, with Probopass right here, this is a bad spot.
Yeah, Probopass, very scary to Diancie.
I think that was probably the wrong play there. Now he goes for the Protect here because, I mean, basically he needs to kill this Probopass ASAP, which he does do.
Yep. Takes out the Probopass, no problem, right through the Troupple Berry. If he were at full, he would have lived.
But now...
But now we've got a Lando under Tailwind.
Yeah. So he goes for the Double Protect, gets it. People getting Double Protects in this playoffs is ridiculous. He goes for the Ice...
There's been a few.
He goes for the Earthquake, doesn't quite take out Tractor Cannon, but he goes for the Ice Punch, but it's not enough because of his 0.67 attack.
That, and also this Landorus is rather bulky.
Yes. And that's going to be the crit. The crit did not matter at all there. And Stormy wins the match. Wow.
No, that's Lazadin.
Nice to see Lando T finally doing some stuff. I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think a few turns earlier, when Lazadin went for the HP Ice on the Landorus slot that became a switch in for Illumise, I think he had to go for, like, Diamond Storm or something there.
Probably. I think Feanor had to play a little more aggressive at the end.
Yeah, because it wouldn't be
already in the back.
Yeah.
Regardless, 3 really good games from both of them.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, when it comes down to it, I guess he needed to use the HP Ice because otherwise Landorus wouldn't have died and it would have killed it. But I don't know. With Probo on the field like that, you gotta take out the other slot because Probo has to be the only thing that you're dealing with.
Yeah, it's rough. But with that, Lazadin moves on to Friend Ball Finals.
Yes. All right. So moving into the other Friend Ball semifinals, we got Numb and Number versus Whiskey Tattoo. And I'm going to read off some names now. We've got from Whiskey's side, Galvantula, Mega Swampert, Klinklang, Incineroar, Urshifu, Rapid Strike, Amogus, Drifloon, Linoon, Clefairy, and Pelipper. So a rain team, which is actually not a rain team right now. Clefairy coming in after not appearing this entire season besides week 1. And then from Stormy's side, we've got Mega Aggron, Rotom Wash, Shaman Sky, Zoroark, Chandelure, Conkeldurr, Mr. Mime, Dunsparce, Tentacle, and Thundurus. As you've previously noted, a pretty aggressive team. So how do you feel about these picks? How do you feel about the general team composition?
I feel like it's odd that Whiskey's game 1 is very defensive into Stormy's. I feel like he has a lot of things that kind of break what he has.
Such as...
Well, first of all, with like Amoongus as a redirector, Shaman ignores it, which is very scary. Since it is a grass type, it avoids Rage Powder. Not to mention, Shaman constantly threatens the Oko on Amoongus. Shaman's kind of a threat to a lot of this team. And I'm surprised he didn't bring his one thing that outspeeds it, which was Swampert. In addition to that, Clefairy is scared to redirect her tank, which is Mega Aggron.
Because of the Heavy Slam.
Yeah, her team is not all that scared of redirection. The only one that kind of is like Thundurus.
Yeah.
Anything else is going to be alive long enough to not worry about it, or is Shaman.
Yeah. Thundurus generally carries Sludge Bomb. Stormy likes to run Sludge Bomb on it anyways. Notably, we won't find this out, but I might as well say it just because otherwise it's just never going to play out. Before we field any questions, this Aggron does not have Heavy Slam.
Okay.
Now you might be asking why not. It seems like a pretty good pick into a redirecting Clefairy. Stormy just didn't think he was going to bring Clefairy at all.
Alright.
Because he hadn't. But yeah, that is what it comes down to. Let's play it out.
But again, I preach this very often, the value of 120 power stab. I know a lot of his team resists it, but there are a lot that don't.
Yes. The lentils are loose with its Defiant.
Is this just all soup?
I mean, it's covered in Panko's soup thing? I don't think
I don't
so.
know. I have no idea.
Oh, it's not. Getting off the weakness policy, baby.
He's getting the weakness policy, and now he's also schmovin'.
The Unburden. I love Drifblim. Drifblim is such a fun mon. So you'd think the Follow Me is coming in here so that Aggron can kill it, but lives with the Sturdy.
Yeah, not negating. I don't know if intentional. I mean, it wasn't intentional because it switched in.
It switched in, yeah.
But, yeah.
But, I mean, it worked out in Stormy's favor. The Sturdy helped make it survive one more turn well. This Rotom slowly chips away at this Clefairy.
Yeah, and now we see why the redirection might be so powerful on his team. It's because of this guy. Popping the special attack berry there, I'm not sure what that's for.
Yeah, Clefairy? What's up?
That's not an Eviolite. I feel like you want an Eviolite.
Yeah, Mime living because Filter is just so good.
Yeah, so the weakness of redirection is that Stormy can kind of pick and choose when Clefairy goes down and allow the second attack to go in to Drifblim. So what probably needed to happen there was Amoongus needed to come in to continue the chain. Thunder comes out, drops on the Mime. Mime dies. He's dead.
He's
Toasted
gone.
almonds. What?
Yeah, he's gone. He's dead.
That's a drumstick on his head. Okay, can I just say... can you pause?
Oh, yeah, sure.
The Sticky Web at this point in the game does literally nothing.
That's true, because Conkeldurr is already out and everything else is a flying or levitator.
Yeah, I just want to let you know, because I'm not sure if you know how Sticky Web works, but that was a waste of a turn, because Conkeldurr is already out on the field. Slowing it down, even if it switches out and back in, doesn't do much. Rotom's levitating, Shaman and Thundurus are both flying, so they're unaffected by Sticky Web.
Yeah, so Sticky Web does nothing. And yeah, Conkeldurr is already very slow, so like, it wasn't really outspeeding anything it needed to outspeed anyways, even without that.
Yeah, so just something to note. Amoongus is out here now. Why is Urshifu envy? Is it because there's the other Urshifu?
I don't know. Could have been Wrath.
True.
Getting redirected. unfortunate. But the Ice Punch do be killing.
Yeah, it did a lot of damage.
Now, the Intimidate does put Conkeldurr in a bit of an annoying position, but I actually think Stormy makes a good play here going for the Mach Punch.
Yeah, just trying to get off damage before he goes down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's pretty clear that Surging Strikes is going to go into it this turn. I believe Urshifu might be locked into Strikes right now.
It seems like it could be.
So,
yeah, now that it went before Shaman, we know for sure that it is Scarfed.
Yeah, it's Scarfed, which actually puts Stormy in a pretty good position here just because...
It puts her in a game-winning position.
Yeah, because, like, nice miss.
Yep, Hydro Monk miss does not matter at all.
AV's gone, but it doesn't matter at this point. That
Air
is...
Flash does very little damage.
That's a game, set, match.
Yep. Well, no, it's not. That's game 1.
You're right.
That's just game.
That's just game. Yeah, set and match yet to come. Alright, any thoughts on that?
Stormy playing her offensive team offensively. Very good.
It's good. It's good. Alright, let's move into game 2. So we're seeing Tentacruel pop in here for I don't remember what, and now the rain is here. So
yeah, kind of a return to form on Whiskey's part, bringing the rain back.
Yes, the Mega Swampert and the Pelipper are going to be very good here because, as you mentioned, they do outspeed everything.
Yeah, I remember how this match goes.
You do? Yeah, me too. Alright, let's play it. And NX Madge OJ in the chat trying to pretend to be OJ and steal his thing that you get.
OJ will be pressing charges.
Yeah, OJ's gonna be pressing charges on that guy. Who the hell does he think he is? So Sticky Web now is more useful.
Sticky Web now is definitely a lot better. It will slow down Mime, and that is kind of the primary thing it'll slow down.
Mm-hmm. And here's the sleep, baby.
Yep, Tentacruel going to nappy pie time, nap time, and maximum kindergarten.
That Volt Switch does so much damage.
Yeah, I mean, Aggron, not a special wall.
Yeah.
Unfortunate switch into Pelipper on the Rock Slide. Don't necessarily know what the Aggron's going to go for there, but it was a shared weakness, so...
Do be sleeping, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of sleep right now. The Scald from Pelipper is going to actually take out Aggron completely.
And Pelipper's fine, dude.
Yep, Whiskey's going to take advantage of the sleeping Tentacruel to heal up his Pelipper. And now Mr. Scary Thunderous comes out.
This is a great... So the Rage Powder into the Z-Shattered Psyche, taking out that Amoonguss ASAP, which is big for Stormy.
Yeah.
That is her only redirector on this team, so...
That was a great turn. Very good to do that.
Yeah. I think I really strong prep on Stormy for doing that in the first place.
Yeah, at this point, I think you have to pull Thunderous out or sack it.
Yeah.
And it is sacked. Tentacruel's still asleep, by the way.
He's up now, don't worry.
I believe that was one away from max sleep turns. I think. He slept 4 turns, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and there it is.
Yeah, Shaman actually faster than Swampert. I'm not sure what the speed was there.
Oh, yeah.
Because Swampert should definitely be faster than 388 unless Whiskey ran bulk.
I mean, she does switch out Shaman here, which could potentially mean that she is Scarfed. And she did not want to use Energy Ball again.
She could be Scarfed, yeah.
Yeah. Although she also didn't want to worry about the fake out into Thunder, probably.
If she's Scarfed, then good on her.
Yes. Drizzle back out. Some Thunders are going to start dropping.
Yeah, they come out of the sky.
They
Rotom
do.
going for Shadow Ball. I hate Shadow Ball on Rotom a lot. I hate Shadow Ball on Mime a lot. You gotta use stab moves.
It's true. I'm pretty good at that. And dies to its own Life Orb. See you later. I guess that's one way to pivot.
Please stop using Shadow Ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Shadow Ball was here for. There's nothing on this team weak to it.
No.
Yeah, there are 0 Pokemon on this team weak to Ghost-type moves, so I'm not entirely sure what it was. Grimoire Weiss going for Fake Out on turn 6 of being out, so not Stormy's finest moment on that.
Yeah, not great.
And at this point, Shaman's fast, but not,
Shaman is
not
fast.
strong. And now potentially Shaman has locked itself into Earth Power. How do you feel about that?
Not ideal.
Yeah, I think definitely having... yeah.
I mean, I feel like it was necessary, but still not ideal. If Whiskey recognized that, however, he definitely should have targeted Rotom.
Rotom. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Whiskey going for Ice Punch.
Because he is also Scarfed. That's why.
And wins the game off the freeze.
Yep.
Truly unfortunate.
Whiskey does win. This is a 0-0, but he did win.
Yes, because his Pokemon went down last.
Yes.
Oh boy. What a match.
Dude, the end of TDD seasons very often somehow come down to freeze.
Mm-hmm. It's true. There's a lot of that been happening. I will say, I think Stormy in general played well. I think ending off on the Earth Power was maybe not her finest moment, just because Rotom
I think the Earth Power was necessary.
Do you? I feel like Rotom in the rain with a Hydro Pump is probably a better option there.
I do because Rotom can miss.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's what it comes down
Rotom
to.
can miss, and Rotom threatens Urshifu, which hadn't been on the field yet.
Mm-hmm.
I think Earth Power was fine.
Okay.
That said, Shadow Ball was not fine. Don't run Shadow Ball here.
Yeah. There are certain situations where Shadow Ball is okay. When it's really, really good coverage, you got any 4Xs, it's good, but like generally, Mime's better with Psychic moves, and Rotom's better with Electric and Water moves.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like her team isn't weak to those types, so... Or his team isn't weak to those types, so... Yeah.
I just don't see what the Shadow Balls were for.
Yeah. Driftbloom!
Your boy Driftbloom has returned.
Yeah, he is back. Alright, let's play it out. And Zoroark is here. You know it's always fun when you see Zoroark.
Stormy very clearly bringing a third team. Whiskey, this might be his first team. Nicknames do line up.
I can confirm it is the same team. Close combat.
Close combat on Rotom. I do like seeing Urshifu out early because of its Scarf. Going for close combat on whatever was there when it became Rotom. It was Incin.
Tailwind is up. But that's
Takes up
okay.
Rotom, gets up the Tailwind.
He dies.
Yeah, that just straight up kills. I mean, it makes sense because his defense was dropped from 2 close combats, but... Man. Alright, and now Whiskey is in a similar setup to the setup he had in Game 1.
Mm-hmm.
However, Stormy wise to it this time, not gonna hit Driftbloom with a super effective move, but instead Whiskey is.
Yeah, Clefairy's gonna do it
Now
himself.
I understand why the Clefairy had that berry. After all this time.
Yes. No, I love Driftbloom so much.
Driftbloom beginning to go off here.
It's
Probably going to take out the Mr. Mime
indeed.
with no trouble at all.
He's out of there. And Thunder Punch there. Yeah, I mean, had you had a Heavy Slam, you would have been able to hit it a turn earlier.
Conkeldurr comes out, or does it?
Who knows? Oh, now we know.
Now we know.
Oh, right, because the original Conkeldurr was burned. I forgot already.
Yeah, it was burned.
See you later, real Conkeldurr, idiot. I love
Take
Driftbloom.
out the berry.
I love Driftbloom so much, dude. Such
And
a fun Pokemon.
Whiskey gets off the Drifblim sweep that I believe he was going for.
Yeah, fantastic. I'm so glad, Whiskey. Whiskey, you are a man after my own heart with the Drifblim pick. I've been waiting all season for you to do something like this. I had so much fun last season with this. I'm happy it happened.
Unfortunate that Game 2 went the way that it did, but
yes.
Pokemon is Pokemon.
Pokemon is Pokemon. Whiskey moves on to Friend Ball Finals. Moving into the big guns, we got Post Structure versus Diggory.
This is the first side of Master Ball Semis.
Yes, Master Ball Semis, and this is the first time these two have officially fought. Very exciting. Zeraora, Gastrodon, Mega Charizard Y, Venusaur, Garchomp, Melmetal, Lapras, Alchemy, Musharna, and Murkrow from Post side. And Latios, Moltres, Galar, Rillaboom, Palisand, Heatran, Comfey, Seaking, Clang, Hariyama, and Sawsbuck coming from Diggory. I think Diggory has a lot of trouble playing into a Sun team. Heatran is a really good answer for it, but I just think in general Melmetal causes him a lot of issues, and Venusaur potentially causes him a lot of issues too.
Venusaur, I feel like, is a big problem to his team. Unaffected by all of the priority that Diggory has. 4 times resisting Grassy Glide, resisting Draining Kiss with no problem, threatening Heatran with Earth Power, having both Poison Stab to deal with the Rillaboom and Comfey, and having Solar Beams to just fire away with. That Pokemon is a threat to Diggory's composition. Without a doubt.
Yeah, the Solar Beam, for what it's worth, only, I mean, I know that hitting, it's a really powerful stab move, but a lot of Diggory's team does resist it, and the only things that are weak to it are like...
It kills Seaking!
Well, yeah, Seaking and Palisand, basically.
Yeah.
And then from Diggory's side, I mean, I don't know how much there is to say about Diggory's team. It is pretty much identical to how it always is, with like one change. Hariyama has left, and in comes Sawsbuck, and you know, honestly, that works out for Diggory. The big things here are Heatran, obviously, coming into a Sun team makes a lot of sense. Sawsbuck has Chlorophyll, which is a good option.
Yeah, for sure.
Other than that, I mean, it's Diggory's team, and it has always been Diggory's team. It will always be Diggory's team for one more week, and
something else worth mentioning is that should Heatran go down, Melmetal becomes incredibly hard to deal with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No.
I don't give Diggory the matchup in this situation. His team is not good into this team.
No.
Which is, it's crazy. Diggory's team is extremely well-rounded and does well into a lot of teams. I don't give him the advantage on this one.
Yup. For sure. Very exciting to see this matchup play out.
Heat Wave.
Not Megaing this turn.
Yeah, not going to Mega, I assume, to prevent that thing from going quickly.
Yes.
Thus taking it out, no problem. Very, very good turn for Post. Now he is very free to Mega freely, as he does.
Yeah, I mean, this does boost Eruption.
Even still, reveals the Earth Power to hit the Heatran. Very good play there. Overheats into the Latios, does a ton of damage for being resisted hits.
It's a strong one, and he leaves, which he kind of needed to at that point.
Yeah, at this point, Venusaur is being threatened.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah. The Latios revealing Scarf because it was able to outspeed the Chlorophyll of Venusaur. Venusaur was likely modest, I'm guessing?
Not sure.
Heatran's still in play, so Melmetal not free to go yet. Double Iron Bashing onto the Heatran, not going to do very much at all.
And in comes Garchomp to take the resisted fire hit.
Yep, Garchomp should be able to shrug off whatever it is, no problem.
Ancient Power, expecting the Zard there. The Ancient Power still didn't even kill. I think Ancient Power does like max 70 or something like that.
Yeah, it's a pretty weak move.
Yeah. We've seen a lot of use in it, though. Poison Jab here.
60 power. Yeah, Poison Jab, very good catch-all to whatever came in on that slot.
Yeah, pretty much anything would have not liked that. Now at this point,
the Draining Kiss, but that does so little to Garchomp, and kind of mitigates the recovery using its Rough Skin. At this point, Heatran comes out, which is scary to bring out in front of Garchomp. Diggory probably hoping to take it out with Moltres before it gets a chance.
Yeah, and Tailwind is actually not going to help Melmetal outspeed anything here, because it's slow as heck. But the Stomping Tantrum and the Flame Body.
Flame Body Heatran.
There it is.
Sure is a thing.
Oh, man. And Stomping Tantrum coming in fucking clutch, just saying.
Yeah. Still a weak move.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's equal power to Earthquake and doubles, but yeah.
Not in this match.
Well, right.
Agility going up. Diggory kind of putting it all on Moltres at this point.
Yeah. And at this point, Post
betting
actually...
it all on black or red. I don't know. It's both of them.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, Post actually does have Steel Roller here, but he's actually not going for it because at this point, the getting flinched there sucks. The terrain actually benefits him far, far more because both Latios and Moltres don't get the healing from it.
Yeah, the Comfy being healed really does not bother him.
Yeah, because all he has to do is hit it with one Steel-type move.
Procking his weakness policy there. Just not doing a lot to Melmetal, though.
Yeah.
Clearly an Assault-vested Pokemon.
Keeps flinching, though. Does keep flinching, though.
He has flinched twice. Comfy getting a little even more healing off that Murkrow. Again, Post really doesn't care what HP that Comfy is at.
And
I don't agree with hitting Comfy there, for what it's worth.
I mean, he has a Tailwind now. He has a Tailwind Zero Aura now.
Sure, but I think you wanted to kill the Moltres, regardless.
Yeah.
Because then Latios comes in, and then it is locked into one move.
Yes. And now it's dead.
Yep. Melmetal just tanking it all.
Yeah, and at this point, Zero Aura easily outspeeds in the Tailwind, but he gets a second Protect off, which means that now Moltres is going to be faster, which is really unfortunate because of that 2x speed after the agility, and he loses Tailwind, but luckily for Post, the Fiery Wrath actually doesn't take out Zero Aura being bulkier than I expected, honestly.
And he doesn't flinch.
Yeah. So, Post wins that one. I was honestly impressed by how bulky Zero Aura was. I kind of thought it would definitely die to a 2x stab move.
Yeah, Zero Aura, not that frail.
Alright, so moving on into the next one.
Definitely wouldn't call it bulky, but it's not that frail.
Yeah. Alchemy showing up. Alchemy making a move. Gastrodon here.
Off the bench.
Off the bench. Diggory bringing in Palisand, and Hariyama looks like might potentially be going for some Trick Room, which would be kind of dangerous with Melmetal, but could also just be having slow Pokemon.
Yeah.
Post has never run Trick Room, and I think his only one that gets it is Musharna, which has never come to a match, so not something Diggory needs to be too concerned about prepping for. Just because, I mean, Post has been very happy with his Melmetal just taking hits and then hitting back harder.
Yeah, for sure.
How do you feel about Palisand and Hariyama here?
I think I like Hariyama here. I think the more fake outs Diggory has, the better off he is.
Yeah.
I really think fake out is such an invaluable tool for him against this team. Yeah, that's what I think.
Works out for me. Leading off with the grassy terrain and the Palisand.
The Devil's Roar. It's a sandcastle.
Yeah. Another...
Alright, so at this point, I would 1000% swap Rillaboom out here. Two Pokemon that threaten it with super effective.
Yeah, one fake out ain't gonna save you, bud.
Regardless, this is a horrible, horrible lead for Diggory.
Mm-hmm.
Just post leading with probably his worst case scenario.
Yeah, now the rocks are up, which Charizard can switch out, but at this point it becomes a lot more.
I feel like if Heatran was on a balloon, it should have just come in.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless, losing Rillaboom there sucks. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, and at this point, Post could still switch out Charizard, but he's not the kind of player who would really want to do that at this point. So
he's just going to get his mileage out of it.
Yeah, he's trying to get an air. He was trying to, I think, delete the balloon there.
Break the balloon, and yeah.
Because, you know, Heatran is probably the biggest threat on this team still.
Yep.
Ice Beam gonna do a fair bit. Of course, with Comfy on the field, that damage is only temporary.
Mm-hmm.
Goes for the Ally Switch.
Not gonna lie, I don't like Ally Switch here because Melmetal bops anything.
Yeah, no matter which slot Melmetal hits, it's killing. So
either of the slots on the field right now would have died to Melmetal.
Mm-hmm. Nah, I agree with that. Heatran coming back in with his balloon. Very good
definitely an opportune time for Heatran to come out. This Ally Switch, I think, makes more sense.
Mm-hmm. Going for Magma Storm of all things there.
Yeah.
And Post actually predicting the Ally Switch, breaking the balloon and killing the Comfy.
Yeah.
He also could have, I mean, it works out. Now at this point,
I really think you had to fake out the Melmetal because there was a very reasonable chance for Magma Storm to miss. Had you faked it out, it would have gotten the chip damage off from having Heatran alive to do the Magma Storm damage over time.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, regardless, both of those Pokemon were very, very threatening to Heatran at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, Post still has several very strong things in the back.
Yeah, especially since Diggory is left with his part of the team that is just not fast.
Using a Z fighting move.
Yep, I mean, you might as well pull the trigger on what you have at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You go for the hidden power, not a grass move.
No.
He might just not be carrying a grass move.
I don't believe he has a grass move.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hit a lot on Diggory's team.
But that is going to be it. Because, there's no way that Palossand is hitting Alchemy. And Alchemy's faster than Hariyama.
Yeah, and that's going to be it. That is GG Post Structure moving on to Master Ball Grand Finals.
Woo! Exciting times for everybody. Any final thoughts on this? I think definitely, I mean, we talked about how strong Melmetal was here. Diggory really misplaying turn 1, I think. Losing Rillaboom so early was big.
Even if Heatran came out turn 1, he's in a bad position.
Yeah.
No matter what. Venusaur or Charizard, just both of them on the field at the same time, it's just rough for this team to deal with.
Mm-hmm. For sure. All right, moving into the last one of semifinals, and oh boy, what a match!
All right,
I should
go
read
ahead,
things.
do your thing. Read off the
teams.
my
things. Read off the things that no one actually cares about, and I don't know why I do it. Porygon 2, Giratina Origin, Mega Mawile, Nidoqueen, Vileplume, Electros, Necrozma, Blastoise, Centiskorch, and Grimmsnarl from TDD Ultra Platinum, and of course, Sylveon, Inteleon, Urshifu, Single Strike, Durant, Moltres, Weavile, Rhyperior, Smeargle, Megaladias, and Gourgeist from Team Fourgeist. Give me the rundown.
So, this is the rematch that happens every season. Me and Steven playing each other at playoffs seems to happen every season.
We've only had playoffs for 2 seasons.
Yeah, but then we tiebreakered in season 1. Let's see. What is there to talk about in this game? A lot.
Yeah, there's a lot. So get to it, Buckaroo.
First of all, I elect to bring Smeargle to every single match in this. Because his team is slow. You hear that, Steven? Your team's slow, so I brought Smeargle. This Pokemon's for you, not really anyone else.
No, it's actually for you. You're the one who took it. Steven
This
can't
is who
have
it's
it.
designed to beat.
Oh. Damn. Wasn't designed to beat me. I'm sad.
Not particularly.
Damn.
But Steven's team generally has middling speed tiers, which allows me to feel more comfortable, at least, bringing Smeargle. Inteleon, I mean, great every time. I gotta bring it. I gotta bring Urshifu. It's not great into a lot of his team, but it's good into Porygon and it's good into Giratina. If he brings Giratina and I'm caught with my pants down without Urshifu, that's a problem.
You hate to have your pants down.
I need Weavile because I need to stall out Trick Rooms if they go up, and I need to taunt Trick Rooms to make them not happen. Weavile runs taunt every single game. Moltres, I just like Moltres into his team. It walls a lot. It's really good. I like it. And Durant is here for game 1.
Yay.
Durant just does damage. I love him. He's so good.
What a guy.
On Steven's end, he's not bringing Giratina, obviously. Really bad into my team. It just kind of weak to everything on my SNA side. Grimmsnarl and Blastoise being a pain in everyone's butt. Porygon being the true pain in everyone's butt that everyone complains about. Nobody likes the Porygon. Necrozma has not been seen much this season, but here he is. He can do a myriad of things. Who really knows? And then Vileplume, I mean, it's good.
Is here.
I can't really speak to its strengths, but it is a genuinely a very good Pokemon.
Boop. Now you're leading here with Durant. Ugh.
Durant Weavile into a Blastoise Necrozma.
How do you feel
And
about
at this
that?
point, I'm like, I don't want him to do the follow me thing. So I immediately fake him out. And I'm like, I'm just going to kill that Necrozma. And then it becomes Mawile, and Durant kills the Mawile.
Yep. 0.67 attack be damned, here we are.
And then Necrozma comes right back out. To prevent further follow me's, I will taunt the Blastoise, preventing him from getting off his Shell Smash that he tries to go for.
Is it really a Shell Smash? Yeah, true.
Yeah, Steven, taking note of the fact that I said, haha, I speed creep you because your speeds are bad, brought full speed setup. Durant hitting his last Iron Head that he will ever hit in his life.
Spoilers.
Good old Inteleon comes out now. He's going to Brick Break the Inteleon, not quite putting me into Torrent range. Durant going to miss. At this point, I was scared of missing, and I was like, Muddy Water doesn't do that much to Blastoise, so I just Snipe Shotted him. Now I'm in Torrent range, but at this point I'm like, well, it doesn't really matter. He's got Fake Outs.
He does have a lot of fake outs.
Suck on his Fake Outer. I tried to maybe get a Flame Body on his Fake Out. Doesn't work out for me, but Moltres does take very, very little from it, being a tank. Porygon is out here.
Durant miss.
Yeah, Durant misses. You know, he do that.
You miss.
He's gonna miss again. You know, he's hustling, but you know, sometimes when you hustle, you miss the big picture. And he's going to be taken out. I get the special attack drop on Porygon since it is guaranteed. That is what I wanted. Now, good old Smeargle comes out. I'm like, let's not do this Trick Room stuff. I'm not about it. Good night.
See you later, idiot.
And I'm just going to start Mystical Firing away because I saw he revealed Shell Smash, so this thing's probably a special attacker, so I don't really want it using special attacks, but he uses his White Herb.
Which makes sense.
At this point, Porygon is threatening a first turn Wake, so I'm like, die. But
Not again, idiot.
Regardless, at this point in the match, I was already in a pretty bad position.
Mm-hmm.
Because he still has Grimmsnarl with that Fake Out, which means that Inteleon is not going to be doing anything.
Yeah. Now, why is it that you go for the CC on the 1% there?
Because it would have hit me this turn.
Right, but if you didn't have lowered stats, how much would it even have done?
It doesn't matter, it would have killed me.
Really?
It's 4 times.
Oh, well, you didn't know it was the... Well, no, because this one had White Herb. It didn't have
No,
the fairy.
I needed to kill Blastoise there because Blastoise was probably going to Aura Sphere.
Oh, Aura Sphere, okay.
And then I was like, yeah, I can just kill Grimmsnarl next turn. And then it was Sashed. And then I was like, well, it doesn't matter. I lose anyway because Vileplume has Moonblast.
Mm-hmm. Okie dokie.
So that's game 1.
Game 1. Game 1 won by Meteor Bower. Game 2, we got Giratina. Giratina plays very poorly to your team.
Yeah, it's not great.
You've dropped Durant here for Megalanias.
Indeed.
And Nidoqueen has showed up. See you later, Vileplume.
Yep.
Alright. You similarly lead with Weavile again. Makes sense. Weavile's a great lead.
Yeah, it's just a great lead. Latias is not nicknamed this match because I copy-pasted it wrong. I tried to just kill right here, just kill him, but he goes for the ally switch. Pretty good ally switch, allows him to get up his Tailwind because that Giratina would have been dead. Gets up his Tailwind, and now we're on the next turn. I go to Smeargle because I'm pretty sure it's going to live. Shout out to Max HP Weavile.
The MVP.
I'm just going to run speed setup because you speed creep me. Yeah, this is what happens when you speed creep someone. You get max HP Weavile, live in Aura Spheres.
Oh, man.
What a beautiful set. Anyway, now Weavile dies.
Yes. Yeah, nothing here is going to be...
And this is unfortunate. All I wanted here was Smeargle to not lose one of his speed boosts, and he did.
Yeah, that's exactly what he lost.
He lost his speed, which is no good. That's no good.
Yeah, because now this scarfed Nidoqueen outspeeds it.
Yep.
He goes down.
I mean, it would have anyway because of Tailwind, but...
Oh, true. I didn't even notice.
Moltres takes basically no damage, and I opt to weaken the Nidoqueen with Mystical Fire.
Makes sense.
Tailwind is gone, which to me is like, oh, it's Inteleon time.
Oh, Inteleon misses, but that's okay.
Yeah, that is okay, because luckily that Mystical Fire is going to prevent him from bringing me into Torrent range. Oops. But, as it turns out, he would have been in range of Fake Out had the Mystical Fire not gone off. So it was great. It was just great times for me. So I'm going to Mystical Fire the Nidoqueen again, but it's Blastoise now.
Yeah,
He's going to Fake Out again, and it's still not going to kill me.
But he goes for the paralysis on Molquatra.
He goes for the Prankster Thunder Wave on my Moltres as I Mystical Fire again. And right here, this was a misclick on Steven's part, I know.
Mm-hmm.
He said so in chat. His Grimmsnarl had Lagging Tail. And he wanted to trick it onto my Inteleon, which would have never allowed it to attack in the first place. And it would have died. Actually, it wouldn't have died. Because he missed.
Yeah.
He missed Skulls. So it would have still attacked, but it would not have gotten off this attack.
Z conversion.
He gets off the Z conversion, and I throw off a Toxic on the Porygon because I thought it would have a lot more HP than that, but it didn't because it doesn't have Eviolite.
So it's dead now. Steven did it. I'm so proud.
Yep, that is the power of pincering in playoffs. I'm going to switch to Latias here to preserve my differential. I didn't have to, but, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And as the Toxic goes off, we both say GG in chat. Because that is the end.
Bye. Yeah. Yeah, Lagging Tail, that's a great, very, very great specific setup. Your speed tiers might be better, but he's got Trick Lagging Tail.
Yeah.
And it goes first because it's Prankster, so it goes last in the +1 priority bracket, which is still faster than Inteleon's Muddy Water.
Yep, but he missed Scald anyway because I accuracy dropped him the previous turn.
Indeed. Alright, and on to the last one of the week.
No, maybe it wasn't the same turn. No, he's right. It did matter a lot. But I still also had 4 Pokemon.
Well, Moltres, yeah, was it not same turn? You're right, yeah, it wouldn't have been...
had yet to come out, is the problem.
Yeah.
All right. So this game, welcome to game 3 that determines who goes to finals, grand finals. The leads are Smeargle Moltres versus Grimmsnarl and Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen is once again going to be scarfed. It's going to do almost no damage to Moltres.
Moltres is power,
fantastic.
dude.
Dude, it's great. And this was a great ruse cruise by me, if I do say so myself. Because I do a little bit of chip damage to say, hey, I can't kill you, and then I decorate my boy to try to get more power. I do unfortunately miss the Blastoise because that would have done about 30%, but I take out Grimmsnarl without a problem.
Dude, you got special attack up the wazoo, but you don't have speed.
Yeah, this is a very slow Smeargle. Steven makes the fantastic play, magic coating my sport. Soccer.
Spore ball, dude.
So he bounces my spore right back to me, and I go to sleep.
Very good prep on Steven's part there.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, your stats are not great.
Yeah, but he's gone now.
Yeah.
So bear in mind that my Weavile has slept my Smeargle has slept 0 turns. Weavile comes out now as he's going to liquidation my Moltres. Moltres is never ever going to burn anything with Flame Body ever in its life.
No.
So, it's fine. I go out to Lottie now because it is the thing that lives hits. And that is what it's here to do. Here to live hits. Take that super effective Ice Beam, 30%, no big deal. It's just Latias, Gonna Mystical Fire to Porygon. That was in case Mawile came out, or to just drop Porygon.
Yeah, I mean you need to be running out this Trick Room right now, so Latias is a good pick there.
Yeah, at this point I know I'm going last, and I know that I can't die this turn, so I'm gonna click Roost. Gets my Lottie right back to full. But now, of course, big old Mawile is out here to threaten it. I'm going to switch. I had a gut feeling he was gonna Swords Dance, but I mean I can't just do that. That's crazy. I go out to Inteleon because it is currently the least important member on my team, I feel, at this point. He is allowing me to burn sleep turns on Smeargle. Inteleon does go down. Smeargle is going to live the Rock Slide because he got his Moody Defense boost, which is just, oh my gosh.
Hilarious. And now he's fast as fuck boy.
And at this point, I was like, I lose the game if I don't go for this exact play and have it work. And it did work. I decorate my Urshifu, and I kill that Mawile.
Yeah, because if that Mawile had
anything
Sucker
else
Punch,
that came in basically died to Sucker Punch except Weavile. And Weavile does not threaten anything on Mawile, so it had to be Urshifu there. So Urshifu doing exactly what I needed it to do in this game. Latias comes out. I know Smeargle goes first, but what do I want it to do? I decide that instead of decorating Latias, it is more important to put Blastoise to sleep.
Yeah, and Psyshock does take out Nidoqueen there, which is very good.
So now it's a 2v3, but I consider myself kind of in the advantage at this point.
The pressure's on, dude.
Yeah, the pressure's on both sides. He's going to go for the Ally Switch. I'm just going to Z into the Porygon slot. Going to do a lot to Blastoise. As Psyshock very clearly, oh yeah, it's going to 2-hit KO Porygon, no problem. Yeah, for sure. For sure, dude. For sure. Yeah, for sure, dude. For sure.
That's not how it goes.
Then Trick Room goes up, and we're both definitely sweating at this point. And then casually freezes my Latias, which I'm like, uh-oh.
Teeter dance.
Uh-oh. Teeter dance? What are you doing? Weavile, I need you to break through. And he broke through, and I'm like, that's fantastic. That's great.
But now you're still worried about this this Moonblast.
Moonblast. Shout out to Max HP Weavile! And he breaks through the confusion and does not miss Icicle Crash, putting Vileplume in range to die to its own life orb.
Oh my god, far too close. Far too close. Hilarious.
What a roller coaster of a game 3.
Wow, really? Oh, really nuts. Alright,
So that leaves Grand Finals of TDD Season 4 to be between me and Post Structure.
God, what a match to watch. Question for you here. What is the teeter dance for?
Because he hates me.
Okay. Alright, cool. So that's what it comes down to. Got it. Alright, well, that's going to be it for us today. Thanks for joining.
Oh my gosh.
We'll see you all next week with the finals. And it'll probably be a shorter episode since we actually have fewer matches next time.
Max 9.
Max 9, baby. Alright. We'll
Whereas
see you
this one had like 11.
Yes, indeed. Alright, we'll talk to you guys then. I've been Technovoid, this has been Hamster Wings, and good night. Or day. Or whatever.
Good 3 p.m.
Well, this comes out at 5, so...